Hello everyone, welcome to this new tutorial about continuous integration. What we are going to do today is work about on Mockito. We have created a function here that was supposed to use Mockito, this one. But before starting with Mockito, I have to do some changes, on about the structure of this project because it's not really clear. I try to to clean it, all of it, and to make it much better structured. Well, first I'm going to remove those app files that we are not going to use. I removed the two app files, we are not using them. Just remove it. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. We are going to speak about Mockito. Well, given that we are using Maven, what we should do to use Mockito is to add the Mockito's dependency. Well, double click on the pom.xml file, then you move to the dependencies, you click on add, and you say Mockito here. But before downloading this Mockito package, I would like to leave you notice that here is our Nexus repository with repositories, and here we have a org repository, and in this org repository we should have a Mockito sub-repository that we don't have. But when we will when we test the project, and we are going to come back here, and you will see that we will have the Mockito repository. It's very, very interesting, and also necessary to know that. Is it done? It's okay. Just save it like this, and you can close. Then check if we have Mockito here. Yeah, we have Mockito. Well, and we will do a small change. We will do a small change on this code. Why? Just for you to understand better what is Mockito. And I'll create here a data source object, an object that I will call data source, which will come from a data source class that I have not created yet. Let's create this data source class. Data source. Well, then let's refactor it and create the class. In which package do you want to create this class? You want to create it in Java, and here I think I've created a classes folder. I don't remember. Well, let's try to check first. Well, create class. Okay, that's the package I should change. The package. No, I want it to be here. Right in the main thing, and I will change the package. Which package? The classes package. Okay. Well, finish. Well, then we have a data source object, and in this data source object we should have a method public object. Let's say that will be a list. A list of what? A list of list of string. Yeah. Okay, should give us a list of string. I think that's okay like this, but I will not implement it. And I will configure it with Mockito. Well, hold on, I think that I just figured out what was wrong with what I did last time. Just about this, I think should have removed. Well, now what we are going to do is obviously to use Mockito. Well, to use Mockito, the first step is to add a run with attribute under your class. Mockito JUnit runner is the one we are going to use for class. Well, then we add here the add mock notation. And let's create another method. Public void setup with let's say setup general, something like this. Setup general, and this one is going to be used before class. Well, and I'm going to use here a list of string array list, sorry, array list of string that I'm going to call. You don't know, call it as you want. Let's say strings. This should be our list of string. And here I'm going to instantiate this array list of string. And again, cause new array list. This is the way to it's working. It's okay. And let's say strings dot add a word. Which word are you going to add? Let's say the word tutorial. This is test. And let's add another word. String dot add. I don't know. Let's say pages, something like that. Well, here we have two words in our collection, our string collection, that we are going to instantiate when when the class will be launched. Well, the next step now is to say to Mockito that he should mock this method with this result. And the way to do that is to use the Mockito annotation. Mockito, yeah, Mockito dot when what, let's say when data source dot, is it the method? Yeah, it's the method get source from fake data source. When this method will be called, what you're going to do is to then return. What you should do is to return, what are you going to return? Strings. Well, here we don't have any content, didn't do anything here. You can be working with someone and maybe he hasn't done his work yet, and you can use it like this. You can simply mock his work, and it's very simple. Everything will be okay. Well, let's create a new method to test it. Let's call it Mockito test public void test mocked method. Well, what we are going to do is to do kind of a simple system output. Let's output what data source dot get words from fake data source. It's a array of string and should work. Let's put a test here. Well, I think that we are done. We did everything about Mockito. Let's try to test now. Know everything is going right. But I don't know if things will go up, will be okay, because you know, we still have some errors here. Don't know if it will go on or not, but let's try it. Let's test it. To test it from up to, what am I doing? Pom.yml file. Well, let's do test. Don't know if you will go on, but anyway, this is going to download, you know, Mockito packages. Well, we are encountering an error. Run. Well, I got it, you know, very stupid mistake. Everything should be okay now. Well, the build has been successful, and you know, you can see that we have our two objects that are here. Well, we finally did what we had to do, and let's try to test it again by removing first those commentaries we had put last time. Run as Maven test again. Well, you know, it shouldn't be any difference. I just want to check if we go right by that. obviously it's not going to be able, to launch one of those tests. But anyway, this one is working, and that's the one that we are interested in. What is meaning that we still don't have any implementation for this get word from fake data source method, but we do have a result. We can use this method despite that we don't have any implementation from it, and we have done it through Mockito. You can see that we did it here, and we have mocked this data source interface, and we have used a string and array list that we have created ourselves. Well, now you can figure out that we have the org.mockito library that has been added to our Nexus repositories, and that's what we wanted. Well, now let's push this code. Go to team, add to index, then team commit, commit and push. Well, now you'll be able to find it on the internet on my workspace, and you'll be able to clone it and to do whatever you want to do with it. Well, during the next tutorial, we're going to move forward, and we are going to refactor all those others methods that we have created, and I think we are coming close to the end of this project. Bye.